tapestry of humility. Alana, the weaver's daughter, possessed nimble fingers and a heart overflowing with pride. She lived in a small village nestled beside a bustling city, the capital of a vast empire. From her window, she could see the shimmering silks of the emperor's court, silks so fine they seemed to whisper secrets on the wind. Alana's father, a humble weaver, crafted sturdy, practical cloth, but Alana dreamed of creating silks as exquisite as those worn by the empress herself. She spent years perfecting her craft, tirelessly experimenting with dyes and threads, her heart burning with ambition. She believed her talent surpassed even the most skilled weavers in the capital. One day, an opportunity arose. The emperor announced a competition, a chance for any weaver, regardless of their station, to create a silk worthy of the imperial court. Alana, convinced of her superiority, seized the chance. She labored tirelessly, pouring all her skill and pride into her creation. She selected the finest threads, the most vibrant dyes, and she wove a tapestry depicting scenes of legendary beauty and power, showcasing her unparalleled technique. She envisioned the emperor's awestruck expression, his admiration for her genius. This silk would not only secure her place as the greatest weaver, but elevate her family from poverty to prominence. The day arrived. Alana, dressed in her finest garments, presented her magnificent creation to the emperor's judges. She spoke confidently, proudly displaying her superior skill and the intricate details of her design. She expected praise, accolades, and recognition. Instead, silence descended. After a long deliberation, the judges announced their decision. Alana's silk, while technically perfect, lacked the essential quality the emperor sought: humility. The winning silk, created by a much older, less ostentatious woman from a distant village, was simpler, less technically impressive. But it possessed a quiet grace, an understated elegance that spoke of years of dedicated practice, selflessness, and a profound understanding of the very essence of weaving. The fabric showcased subtle beauty, exquisite craftsmanship, and a gentle heart. Alana was devastated. She had expected recognition for her talent. Instead, she felt utterly exposed, her pride bruised and humbled. She watched as the old woman, radiant and unassuming, received the emperor's praise. She didn't boast. She simply smiled gently, her heart filled with contentment. Over time, Alana learned from her experience. She learned that true mastery lay not only in technical skill, but also in humility. She revisited her father's loom, studying his steady hands and the quiet dedication in his work. She learned to appreciate the beauty of simplicity, the elegance of unassuming grace. She continued to weave, but with a changed heart. Her subsequent creations, though perhaps less visually dazzling, possessed a depth and artistry that spoke of her newfound humility. She no longer strived for recognition, but for the perfection of her craft. She discovered that true satisfaction lay not in external validation, but in the quiet pride of creating something beautiful and something true to her heart. Alana's story teaches us that while skill and talent are important, they are meaningless without humility. True mastery comes from a deep appreciation for our craft and a willingness to learn, to grow, and to accept that true worth isn't measured by the accolades we receive, but by the integrity with which we live our lives and the grace with which we share our gifts.